Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the weekly missions and I'm going to give you a little bit of my thoughts on this recent update. What is it, 5.2 I think? Um, and I'm gonna just gonna leave it at that. What you can see in the background is just me playing Orbital as Liz. I have a pretty good match here with this squad of randoms. We just end up playing the objective and I do pretty good. I do have some pretty badass moments in this game. Um, yeah. Also, just to give you a heads up, I am starting to gather more footage for the kind of guide videos I spoke about a couple weeks ago. It might take me a bit longer because I'm deciding if I want to make it like a three-part series or if I want to make it just one whole video. I'm leaning towards one whole video, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Anyways, let's get into the topic. So this week's missions, we're gonna be just running the engineer class. It's all about the engineer. So if you're a tank player, God bless you, because you're gonna catch a lot of rockets. For tier 1, your 3 missions on that are to get 15 kills and assists. Your second one is to call in a vehicle or a ranger from like the little menu you can call them in from. And then your final mission for tier 1 is to get 150 damage using Boris's turrets, Crawford's mounted Vulcan, or Liz's TV missile. On to your tier 2 missions. For the first one, you gotta get 8 kills and assists when destroying vehicles. Your second challenge is going to be getting 20 kills while using the engineer class. If you play as Boris, they count towards double. Well, they count it double. And so your final mission is gonna just be to inflict damage with rocket launchers. 500 damage to be exact. And for your tier 3 missions, it's going to just simply be you either got to damage for 1,500 or you got to repair for 1,500 on vehicles. You also got to destroy vehicles as the engineer. If you do this while playing Boris, his count doubled, so you can bring down the 4 to 2 from the 4 to 2, and then you got to revive 35 teammates. So above all, aside from the revives, which I think is really tedious, it's really easy. It's really simple. Nothing too difficult. What I would recommend is just run something you're comfortable with. Um, Me personally, I don't like Boris, so I just ran Liz. But if you're a fan of Boris and you want to do that, you can do that. Aside from that, I think that's it for the weekly missions. Your bonus mission is just gonna be getting combat and logistic ribbons. You gotta get 6 of them. Nothing too crazy for this week. Just run whatever you're comfortable with. If you want to run, if I had to pick something for you to run, I'd say run Boris, run the recall list, run whatever primary you want, and get it done. There's nothing too crazy. There's a lot of vehicles in this game. If you want to make it easier too, you can go do the hourglass rework. Yeah, I just run hourglass because there's a lot of vehicles in that map. And that's a good segue into this next part. So, with this past update, they brought in the hourglass rework. They added some spread changes. No, they brought in the spread changes to LMGs and SMGs, and they've done some other quality of life stuff. I know they added a squad management system. You can kick and add people, make it easier to get together with your friends. So that's good. Personally, I don't know why that hasn't been in the game from the beginning, but I mean, it's DICE. So onto the update. So I'm not a fan of this hourglass rework. I may be one of the small percentage of people who I like the old hourglass. Maybe because it was just a sniping map. I grew into that part. Some of my Battlefield videos here are on having played on hourglass. But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of this rework. For me, it's just it feels one-sided. I think to the Russian side, because most of the objectives are closer towards their spawn, which I know that doesn't have anything to do with anything. Like, you can win on the US side, but it's just harder because like if your entire team isn't holding just fucking, what is that objective, B, they're all trying to fight for E, F, and G, and they leave. It's easy to focus on a certain part of the map, and you just leave a middle open, like the whole freeway area that's there. What is it? C, D, and E? No, E's in the city. C and D. It's easy to forget those points because everybody's either fighting over at the. Everyone's fighting over at the B, or they're fighting in the city, and it's it's alright. Another thing, I think because the map shrank so much, I get a feeling that there's way too many vehicles in that map for what it is, and I think the vehicles are all spawning in one side is not good. I think they need to have the vehicles spawn in both spawns. That way there's an even spread of vehicles throughout the map. What else? I think that's about it. I personally haven't had a good experience the time I played Hourglass. Every time I get on that map I just kind of both the 64 version and the 128. And on top of that, they also added the spread changes to LMGs and SMGs, which I don't really notice much of a difference in SMGs because I do run close quarters when I run my SMGs. But LMGs I feel it a lot, and I have mixed feelings about the spread changes. I understand why they did it, but for me it's like having to relearn a game that I've been playing for the past, what, almost 2 years? But like I said, I understand why they did it. It's more towards to make the guns feel a lot better and not have guns that zero you from like across the map. You get me? Aside from that, they've also added some more attachments to some of the vault weapons. I think some of the LMGs got more attachments. I'm not too sure. I'm not up to date with a lot of what's going on in the background. The squad management system I think is really good and I like it personally. It's easy for you to, I mean, not challenge the squad leader, but let's say you have a squad leader who's not really doing much, just point at an objective, click on it, and it'll start the timer for you to be squad leader. It's a lot easier to play with friends, that's for sure. And yeah, for the most part, the update is really good aside from that Hourglass map. Maybe it's just me, maybe I suck, but no, I do suck. I'm not the best basketball player. Maybe I just gotta relearn the map, but for the most part, eh. I'm already getting used to the changes for the LMGs and SMGs. SMGs, like I said, I don't really feel it because I'm already running close quarters when I'm playing SMGs. LMGs I do feel it more because I'm used to hitting them at longer ranges. Not long ranges, but my engagement distance with LMGs is a lot further than it would be with assault rifles and SMGs. And yeah, I think that's about it for the video. Like I said, weekly update, weekly missions, really easy. Just run something you're comfortable with. If you want to really make a cheese, just run Boris. Update 5.2, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. It's good. It's a good update. They just added the Hourglass rework. That's the only thing that I'm not a fan of, but everything else is alright. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the video there just to give you a heads up. There is no commentary for the rest of the video, so I hope you enjoy it. If you made it this far, consider liking, subbing, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this week's missions. Or if you have anything else you want to say about like what I said about the Hourglass rework. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good night, good evening, wherever you're at. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.
We are losing the battle. They hold more sectors.
Soldiers! 250 meters away!
Detecting a breach of Bravo 2.
Hostile Tango!
They have complete control of Echo Sector.
Move in! Take the point!
Stay safe, squad leader.
I've sighted a tank! 150 meters away! Tango on my mark! Enemy fire team spotted!
Comes loading. They have more sector.
They've secured all of Bravo Sector. Hostiles invading one of our objectives.
They're my message!
American forces at half strength.
My target's down!
Adresse ouverte des effectifs. Protocole de sécurité engagé.
Bravo 1 was just taken by us.
I need you defending the objective!
Watching your position.
We've been pushed out of our objective.
Begin your attack!
Hostile spotted at Bravo 1.
Delta Sector is under American occupation.
Marking ammunition! Got it! Watch out! 10! East! I'm reloading! Explosives are ready! Fire at will! Take the objective! On target!
Now attacking Sector 1.
Let go! Defend this position!
They are monitoring your progress.
Move in! Secure the target!
is ours. Objective secure. We have full control of Echo Sector.
Marking hold time! Move in! Secure the target!
Command is watching. Bravo sector taken by our troops.
We are dominating the battlefield. Maintain your positions.
Delta sector has been conquered by us. We have a breach at one of our objectives.
I need you defending the objective!
Command is watching. We just pulled back from Echo 2.
Objective seized by US forces.
Begin your attack!
We are monitoring your progress. One of our objectives has been targeted. They have control of Echo Sector. Objective Bravo 1 has been lost.
Move to the objective! Secure it!
Stay safe, squad leader.
Hostile Hostiles have secured an objective.
Strategy is not working. Hostiles control more sectors than we do.
We have squad Revive his squad mate!
Hostiles have almost defeated the
Charge is ready!
resources.
Our troops are assaulting Bravo 1.
Fuck! Let's go! Secure the objective!
Command is watching.
Secure the objective! Move!
We will monitor from here. Hostile troops concentrating on Bravo 2. Bravo 1 controlling tower.
Our forces now hold Bravo sector.
We control most sectors on the battlefield. We have the advantage.
Move to the
We will
objective!
do
Secure
anything
it!
to recapture our sectors.
Watching your position.